EA Sports. It's in the game.
Everybody, Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. Our main event should be a good one tonight. Scheduled for 12 rounds of welterweight action between these two great warriors. He's making that final walk that separates man and warrior, soon to be in battle there in the ring. Ricky Hatton's coming down to the ring, and you can tell with that zip in his step that he plans on this one being a spectacular evening for him.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Vicious. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Ricky the Hitman Hatton.
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands at all times. It's a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Opening round here, scheduled for 12. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. That was not well targeted by Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton blocks that punch. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. A good block. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Protecting his head well with his guard. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. You see guys do this all the time. A little shove off there to create some space on the inside to get your punches off. Would you rather have a fighter who's feared or a fighter who's fearless?
I feel like I'm talking to Sonny from the Bronx Tales, but I think that I would rather have a guy that has fear. because he's going to be smart all the time. He's going to be a guy that's going to be aware of things that you need to be aware of. If he's so-called fearless, he's going to walk into all kinds of things that are not going to allow him to be a fighter.
Nice job on the inside right there, just creating some space. Hey, have it your way. Good block by Hatton. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Coming to the end of this round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy, when you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Okay, beautiful. Nice. Nice, keep it up.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Ricky Hatton. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Nice block by Ricky Hatton. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. That was not well targeted by Hatton. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. As a world champion, there was the cry for Ricky Hatton to come to America to fight under the big lights against the very best. It's something that he very much wanted. But when he did come stateside, he had a tough go of it as a welterweight, moving up in weight against the southpaw Louis Collazo.
Yeah, he did. He moved up. He didn't have the physical edge that he had enjoyed as a junior welterweight. You know, he was just able to bang guys around, use his physicality on the inside, mug guys a little bit. He wasn't able to do that when he moved up to welterweight.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Ricky Hatton. On the mark, the counterpunch by Hatton. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. And a smart counterpunch by Ricky Hatton. There it is! He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Nice job on the inside right there, just creating some space. Hey, have it your way. So we come to the end of the round, and that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner, and they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
Carry it away, you catch it. You got that? It's gonna happen. You're gonna catch it. You're gonna catch it. Get on that.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dame to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Good block by Hatton. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Protecting his head well with his guard. Ricky has maintained a very close relationship with both his family and his community and the city. Did not move off to pursue his boxing career. He still lives and trains right here in Manchester.
Well, I think that's where, well, part of where he gets his strength is that he's connected to his environment, connected to his community, and he grabs strength from that. He makes sure that he doesn't let these people down. He brings them with him when he goes in the ring.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Oh, and there you go. He never saw that one coming. Now he's got to look up at the ceiling.
And right now he's thinking about his choice of work.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid this opponent like the Black Plague.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Ricky Hatton. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. You see guys do this all the time, a little shove off there to create some space on the inside and get your punches off. Showing you some defense there with the block. How about that exchange? Last 10 seconds.
You need the jab. I want to see you double up your jabs, then the right, okay? Let's go, hit him! Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Okay, listen. I want to see that straight right.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, you know, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Teddy, I guess they wanted it. Look at this action going right out there, wasting no time.
No, these guys are impatient. They couldn't wait to get at each other.
There's a headshot, but he parries it away. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. There's no denying he's having a lot of success with the hook right now. But in a way, is there a concern because of that?
Yeah, he's being satisfied only with that punch, Joe. I'm glad you brought that up. You know, we used to tell the fighters in the gym, if you can hit a guy with 2 or 3, why hit him with 1? Right now, he's being satisfied just to hit him with that 1 hook.
What should he be adding to it?
Put the right hand with it. Left hook, right hand, or even double up the left hook. 2 for the price of 1.
A good block by Ricky Hatton. Good job protecting himself. There are those who have said that Ricky Hatton's a little bit of a dirty fighter, that he knows some of the tricks of the trade and takes advantage of it.
Why? Just because every once in a while an elbow will touch you a little bit and a forearm, you know, will go up into the bridge, you know, just by accident a little bit. Look, it's part of his persona, it's part of his makeup, it's part of his style. He wants you to think you're in there with a guy like that, so you don't think it's going to be an easy night.
Carries that punch away. And a smart counter punch by Hatton. You know, he laid it out to us when we talked to him before the fight. He says, hey, I want to do my damage on the inside. But it's how he's getting to the inside that's really been the payoff tonight. That's with the jab.
Yeah, exactly. Having a jab is like having a credit card. You can buy a lot of things. It's bought him the ability to get inside and go to work.
Targeting the hooks on each man. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Ricky. Holy cow. Ricky Hatton's in a bad place right now. He was tagged.
Get the confidence on that. Body in hand, double when your body punches, thin hand. Good, we get there, looking good. Keep your hands up, all right?
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Teddy, so many times a fight like this is so hard to score. It's been wildly entertaining, but it's also been dead even.
Yes, it has, and this is where the judges really have to be on their P's and Q's and not get caught up in the action. That sounds funny. You know, the fans can get caught up in the action, but they have to watch. They, being the judges, have to specifically watch punches that are landed clean versus punches that are just being thrown.
Didn't get it done going to the body there. Ricky Hatton showing a great ability to adjust. He was stunned earlier, but you can see he has changed things up stylistically.
Hey, look, Joe, I was watching a football game in my room this afternoon, and you know what? The team was running the ball. All of a sudden, the run was taken away, so they started passing. I give him credit. You know, he's making an adjustment. He's trying to win the ball game. Or he's trying to win this fight.
Gotta hurt. Ricky Hatton's been stunned. It's like a light switch just went on. All of a sudden, he's the aggressor now.
Well, it's like your parents came in the room and they put that switch on. His corner, not his parents, told him, get on this guy.
All right, come on, guys. Work it out, no holding.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut.
Keep it going.
He scored well after being hit himself. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. And that is not what his opponent really wants. He's backed up against the ropes. Ortiz has got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it can get nasty as the fight progresses. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Don't fight his fight. Jab, jab, jab. Swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Boy, you gotta love being his opponent, right? You come into a fight like this tonight, you're so worried about getting off your punches, landing accurate punches. Well, here it is. Not gonna move the head at all. Come and get it.
No, you just have to worry about you don't hurt your hands. You better hope that you wrap them real good, because you're banging the nugget all night long.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Blocks that punch. And there he counters back against his opponent. It is unbelievable to sit back and just watch what these guys are willing to give and to take. Wow, what a fight so far.
Well, give and take, that's the key word. Sometimes you're forced to become great. And right now, each one of them are forcing the other to go to great places.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Ricky Hatton. There it is. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Great movement to get away from those punches. Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Not precise at all by Hatton. A good block by Ricky Hatton. Showing you some defense there with the block. One of those fights we're at the halfway point. I wouldn't even venture a guess as to what the scorecard should look like. And I don't know that it even matters. All I know is this. Both guys have brought their A games. Both guys have come here to fight tonight.
What you know is that it's become a real war of wills. Two stubborn guys, and they're going to continue to argue right to the end.
That was good. You took a lot out of him now. Keep that up. That head move, keep moving. And I want to see those Double jab. Double jab. Double jab.
Back to action here at the start of this round. That last round was very interesting because it was the kind of round that can turn a fight in a completely new direction. He did well.
Yeah, you know, the old-time saying was bad start, good finish. Well, that's what he's hoping for, good finish.
Blocks that punch. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Ricky Hatton. And there he counters back against his opponent. Ortiz has got a good understanding of how to approach this. He was rocked earlier, but you can see he's not doing what got him into trouble.
Oh, that means he's smart. That means he's thinking there. Good for him. He has a chance of turning this around.
Targeted counter punch by Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton showing us that if he pulls this trigger, he's hitting that target. His accuracy is great.
Well, that's part of his ability. You know, I mean, it's not just his hand speed and that he's technically good. You know, he's got a little bit of pop, but he knows when to throw. See, that's important, Joe. Knowing when to let the hands go. He knows exactly what time it is.
Left hand after getting tagged himself. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Oh, Ricky Hatton stunned and staggered.
Easy, guys. Come on now. Come on. Come on.
This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this. I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Keep it up. Never felt to be right. Keep the pressure up. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Keep moving. Come on, side to side.
And a sharp counter punch by Ricky Hatton. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. You would think Hatton would be getting the better of it here on the inside, but that's not the case at all.
No, but what it comes down to in any athlete's career is a moment where sometimes you have to make an adjustment. Do something you've never had to do before. Hatton's going to have to figure out another way to go about his business.
Oh, and there you go. Ricky Hatton His legs look shaky. He was hurt. Oh, Ricky Hatton got hurt there, and now he's tying up.
He's not used to this. He's used to being on the other end of this equation where he's the one doing the hurt. Right now, he's going to have to figure out very quickly how he survives.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Ricky Hatton's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. That shot unable to land. Well-placed counter punch by Ricky Hatton. So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let him fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
Don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him in this round. Breathe it. You're doing well.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dame to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Nice block. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Able to cover up that gut. Blocks that belt line well. Ricky Hatton's now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that... Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Rise up to his feet, but what does the immediate future hold for him?
Well, he only has a couple seconds to figure it out.
All right, hey, no holding, let's punch it out.
Hatton clearly bothered by that punch, and he's looking to clinch.
He spent a lot of time, Hatton has, going to school where he's learned offense. Right now, he's got a quick lesson to learn, how to survive, how to come up with defense.
Holy cow! Ricky Hatton stunned and staggered.
Come on, guys, work it out, no holding.
You see how he does that right there? How he just pushes away, gets rid of that body shot. What a good counterpunch by Hatton. He went from almost being knocked down. There it is! Ricky Hatton's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned.
Come on, keep busy, guys. Come on now. Come on, come on.
Good defensive skill. Teddy, he's wobbling all over the ring.
You know, Joe, he can't use his legs right now, so he wishes, and it's too late for it because he wasn't taught, but he wishes he was a guy who was taught how to slip right in front of a guy and make the guy miss. Then at least he could do that. Right now, his only chance is to grab because the legs are not going to be there for him.
End of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Now they got some work to do here. Their man was just dropped.
Yeah, the first thing is you put some cold water. You can't use that. You clear his head, and you tell him why he was dropped.
He's done. He's tired. Pick up the pace this round. Almost done. You had him that round. You're in control. Next round, let's keep busy.
Keep it going.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Not able to land the headshot. This is just as much a fork in the road for his opponent as it is for him, because the opponent's saying, hey, I knocked this guy down, and now he's completely changed styles. Does it cause some caution in his mind, or does it cause him to say, okay, now I know I got it?
Yeah, a little trepidation. I mean, first he's thinking, hey, is there a trick here? Is he setting me up here? You know, but there's another part that says, hey, I know this guy hasn't done this before. I've looked at him enough. I've done my homework, and that means I have him in trouble.
A good block by Ricky Hatton. Good block there by Hatton. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. To go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special...
Oh, and there you go. Ricky Hatton stunned, and he is hurt.
Use your feet.
Come on now.
He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back under him. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Ricky Hatton's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye, on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Holy cow! Ricky Hatton's in bad shape. So they come to the end of the round in what has been an all-out action fight, Teddy.
Yeah, this is a debate right here, and each guy is fighting to get the last word in.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move. Keep moving, okay? Keep chasing. Strike. Time.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. Oh, Ricky Hatton's almost out of it. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. What a way to end the night with a knockout.
You saw it coming. The problem is he didn't see it.
To cap it all, we send it up to the ring. He's your winner by impressive knockout victory.
And he did it just the way he had to. Stayed on the outside and used those quick hands all night.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us. Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California for tonight's main event. 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division between these two great warriors. He's approaching the ring now, and this ring walk can tell you so much. Look at the focus on his face. Jermain Taylor's making that final walk that separates man and warrior, soon to be in battle there in the ring.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Hitman. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Jermain, the Taylor.
All right, guys, remember, obey my commands at all times. All right? Let's have a good clean
When you
fight.
get a fight
Dust
like
him up.
this
Let's
that
go.
everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. A good block. He missed with that headshot. They both decide to bring it. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Jermain Taylor. Wow, is he defensively sound. There he goes. He goes down from that headshot. He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Good block by Jermain Taylor. Right on the mark, both guys with the hook. Able to show you his blocking ability. Gets rid of that body shot. Jermain Taylor's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Good defensive skill. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Showing you some defense there with the block.
Keep it up, all right? Very, very good. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swelling. Listen, I'm not standing here and watch you take those shots, you understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Jermain Taylor. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. You go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to beat David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right. Let him think you even want to fight when really you just want to buy a little time.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Teddy, why is it in boxing that there are so many distinct styles that are defined by geography or culture or ethnicity, where we have a Mexican-styled fighter, an Eastern European, upright fighter, an American-styled fighter? Why is that?
Because you are influenced by your surroundings, by the temperament of the people in your surroundings. Aggressive people, aggressive style. Very thoughtful people, people that are very cerebral, well, you're going to have a defensive style. You're going to have a very careful style. It's going to fit right in.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. A nice block by Jermain Taylor. Able to counter that attack.
Get that head moving. Finish
with dog. Last 10 seconds. Well, he missed that right. Blocks the headshot.
You're doing well. Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Okay, listen. Body and head, body and head.
And round number 3 is underway.
Work the body.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Blocks that belt line well. Nice block by Jermain Taylor. Wow! Jermain Taylor's legs look shaky. He was hurt. You see how he does that right there? How he just pushes away. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Boy, what guts. What guts to stay in there and gather yourself again after he was taking a beating.
Yeah, what guts, what instincts, and what a set of whiskers.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Good job protecting himself. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Able to show you his blocking ability. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Well-targeted counterpunch by Jermain Taylor. Able to dismiss it. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let them fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
Okay, listen. When he misses you with a punch, counter. Okay, listen. I want to see that straight right. Throw the jab and then straight down the middle. Got that jab.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Well-placed counterpunch by Jermain Taylor. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Good defense, just covering up down low. He scored well after being hit himself. Good looking counter by Taylor. You may as well put an X marking the spot now because there is blood above his eye.
You know, he had enough problems getting away from punches when there was not blood impairing the vision.
Well-placed counterpunch by Jermain Taylor. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Able to dismiss it. Looks like he has some blood under his eye around the cheek. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
Guard up. Beat it to the punch.
Way to block there. Fourth round now with his last 10 seconds. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Don't stand in front of him. Where's your body work? Hit the body.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Keep the head moving.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Not able to land the uppercut. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. And now a whole new set of problems to deal with. You can see swelling around his eye. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth, toe-to-toe, punch for punch. Fires right back at him.
Side to side, move your head.
Right on the mark, both guys with the hook. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special effects have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Nice block by Jermain Taylor.
Keep your hands up.
End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
One, two, and one. All right. Let's work on the cut. Nothing. You need to cover up more, okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Cover up.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Able to dismiss that body shot.
Work the body.
He has to be better defensively, Teddy. You can see the damage that his eye has taken. The swelling's getting really bad. How does he do that? How does he shore up that defense?
Well, first of all, he's got to start moving that head. He's standing too straight up. If he gets a little head movement, a lot of those punches that are landing, they'll start going over the shoulder.
Good block. Good job staying away from the danger there. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Good looking counter punch. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. And a smart counter punch by Jermain Taylor.
You gotta protect yourself.
Parries that punch away. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. He's got a real problem on his hands right now. That cut has worsened to the point where clearly the referee's giving it a look. He's thinking about stopping this fight. Is this the time now, Teddy, where the fighter has to understand that and try to end the fight on his own terms?
Well, it's a catch-22 right now, Joe, because he has to be more defensive-minded. He has to make sure that he doesn't catch any more leather in that area to worsen that cut. But he also has to find some offense to slow this guy down, to give him a reason to start stepping back instead of stepping forward.
And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
All right. Let's work on that cut. It's not. That cut's not. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the swelling. Just focus on the fight and we'll take care of the swelling.
And we are underway for what is the second half of this fight. Who knows what we're in store for? Oh, he just misses with that headshot. What do you think the right time is to stop a fight under circumstances like this? I mean, the swelling around the eye is getting really bad.
Well, part of it is he getting caught with punches clean that he wouldn't be getting caught with if the eye wasn't in that condition. That's where you start right there. has his defense been impaired that much to that degree.
And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Great movement to get away from those punches.
Get in there, let's go. Keep moving.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Nothing there on the punch by Jermain Taylor.
Use the jab.
Good job protecting himself. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Jermain Taylor. Jermain Taylor's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. This round comes to an end here. Joe Tessitore sitting ringside as always with Teddy Atlas. Love coming to this fight venue. We always have a great time when we come to town, with the exception of having to pay the bill for our entire crew on the night before when they take us out to a steak dinner.
Yeah, you know, they remind me of fighters a little bit. You know, the fighters that we see that have every once in a while, very short arms. You know, these guys.
They don't have the reach.
No,
they can't reach for the wallet.
No, they don't. And I tell you, they would be great on the inside. Really great. I wish I could put them on the inside in the kitchen where I didn't have to take care of them at the table. But great guys.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Jermain Taylor. Parries that punch intended for the head. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Use the jab.
Protecting his head well with his guards. Nice block. Getting it done with that straight right hand. Jermain able to block that punch. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
Work the body. There we go.
Good defensive skill. Took a shot, now he gives a left. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Jermain able to block that punch. Good looking counter by Taylor. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut, nothing to worry about. Get on that. Get on that.
Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. A good block. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good way to protect the midsection. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Jermain Taylor. Jermain Taylor's got a way of just getting away from that punch. He throws a big, wide punch and he throws a big, wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air is going to come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
Able to block that punch. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
All right. Let's work on that cut. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been.
Side to side. Hit the body.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. We got an interesting fight here. It looks like one man is seemingly in control, but the other is still live, is still game, is still capable. Maybe. Holy cow! Jermain Taylor's legs look shaky. He was hurt.
Easy, guys. Come on now. Come on.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Jermain Taylor. He was stunned and staggered moments ago. Now he's right back in the fight, looking pretty good.
Yeah, some guys take a little longer to recover. One of his strengths is he recovers real fast.
Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking one. Good defense, just covering up down low. To go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Fires right back at him. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. The end of the round has arrived. And now an opportunity for the trainer here to get his hands on his guy. His guy just got tagged pretty good there. And when he looks into his eyes, what is he looking for?
Oh, first of all, he's looking to see whether or not his guy is still there. You know, he got stunned pretty good. And then what he has to do is make sure his guy is listening to him and telling him, hey, look, you got caught. You've been caught before. This is the way we can fix it. This is what you got to do to correct things.
Don't worry about it. Listen, your best defense is to throw more punches. You need to throw more punches. That will keep him away.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Jermain Taylor's in bad shape. It's like a light switch just went on. All of a sudden, he's the aggressor now.
Come on now, guys. Come on.
It's like your parents came in the room and they put that switch on. His corner, not his parents, told him, get on this guy.
Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? But able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
A good block. This is why boxing fans just love their sport. What a round so far, and they're only halfway through it. Stunned, he could go down. Oh, that was a smart move right there. He was hurt, but then he held on.
Absolutely, Joe, but a stupid move, a bad move by the fighter who was having him hurt. He should have taken a little step back and not allowed him to grab.
Oh, very nice, smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
He missed with that headshot. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. To another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
You gotta work, all right? You gotta work. You need to capitalize on this mistake, okay? I want to see that counter hook. Make it pay for it.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He could get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Good block there by Jermain Taylor. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. I don't know which way to read this. Is he trying to confuse his opponent, or is he just confusing himself by changing his style, the way he's approaching things here after being knocked down earlier?
Well, if I'm the opponent, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that I just gave him a little truth serum. Yeah, I'm seeing really the truth now about him, that he's really hurt, and he's a little desperate. And in my mind, I'm going to deal with it that way. I'm going to go after him saying, I have him. I'm going to take advantage of this right now. He's not going to fool me.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Opening 2 minutes, a minute to go in this round. that punch intended for the head. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Nice block by Jermain Taylor. Good way to protect the midsection. And we send it up to the ring at the end of this fight to hear what the judges had to say.
Tonight, the judges have reached a unanimous decision. Your winner, Jermain, "Bad Intentions" Taylor.
Jermain Taylor is your winner by a unanimous decision.
And that was a surprise right there. Coming into this fight, we thought we'd see maybe a knockout. But no, we wound up getting a strategic fight.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us.